The web structure was not affected, but the spider's behavior was. The spider's behavior was. The web structure was not affected.
It was a hammock. The spider didn't build a web. It was a hammock. The
You have shortness of breath.
It was a hammock. The spider didn't build a web.
You have shortness of breath, a fever, symptoms of the flu. Have you thought about blowing up a van in downtown Nashville? You might have the novel coronavirus. You have short...
The crack cocaine spider, the crack cocaine spider, the cane spider, the crack. The spider can go within 100 centimeters of the web. The spider built a web, found a mate, and raised over 100 young. But the mate got a restraining order, and now the spider can't go within 100 centimeters of the web. The spider built a web, found a mate, and raised over...
It built a hammock.
The captain's ass. Then came up behind it and popped the captain's ass. The crack cocaine spider figured building webs was for suckers. Waited till the captain's ass was exhausted and came up behind it and popped the captain's ass. Then came up behind it and popped the captain's ass. Then came up behind it and killed Captain Spider.
Yo.
The crack cocaine spider.
Hey, how's it going?
We're finally like live, right?
You have shortness of breath. You didn't leave and kill.
No, just a couple of dogs that were in the van.
What even was this?
Don't hold your breath.
The captain's ass.
Like it's working?
Looks like it's working. There's 3 people.
He can breathe.
Party, party time. Alright, let's do it.
As the grass.
Yo, should we show our faces, though?
If Swim Hop could see us now.
You can see us now. Hi.
Howdy, howdy.
Hi. We're like
Nice.
we're like live, man.
Stella.
Hey, what's the haps, y'all? And make sure everybody can everybody hear us? That's the one thing.
How do we sound?
How do we sound? We sound like creeps, but that's beside the point. Let's see here.
We look like creeps. We look like we spent
S90, what it do, Playboy? Good to see you.
Spent all our
Emily, Stella, everybody. Yes, people are here. We're worried, man. Hey. Oh, shit. My audio's garbage. I gotta fix that. Okay, hold on.
Does Barski have an echo on YouTube?
Yeah. No, just checking. On Zoom. Can everybody still make sure everybody, or let me know that you can hear me is all. What about now, S90? Is it gone? It should be gone. My echo should be gone now. I'm hoping. All fixed? Yeah. Awesome. Beautiful. Okay. Man, if you guys knew how many screens, or like, I can't even tell you. I can't believe this computer hasn't exploded, to be totally honest. Yeah, hey guys. How's it going? Yeah, this is true. Dude, it was pretty sweet. So, how is... Don't we? It's pretty hot. It's been a minute. Weak. You should be ashamed of yourself. Let me get rid of this. Let me record too. All right. Thanks. Let's see. Let me fix one other thing. This is on the record now. It is a little bit. Well, do it. Should we start with some real intensity real quick from the UFO? What was it? The Lachlan UFO Megacon, right? Okay. Peeped it. I wish. It is. It's entirely creepy though, guys. I don't know if you guys know about this. Here we go. Okay. Let's do this. Pop it out. I hope so, because this is entirely creepy. Okay. All right. So. All right, here we go. Check this out. So this is from the UFO Symposium. It's on my Twitter. Okay. Yeah. It's on my Twitter. Eric, Awakening Man. For those that don't know. You guys know Eric Awakening Man is, I'm sure. Anyway, he's a homie. But this is super creepy. Guests might be muted. What do you mean, S90? Oh, okay. I know what you mean. All right. I know what to do, I think. God damn it. Dirk Nerman. Right. So that's going to go first. Then this one's going to go. Okay. Talk, guys. Make sure we can. And they can't. Yeah, you guys aren't coming up here. Okay. Okay, so now we should be okay. There. Now that should work. Hopefully there should be no.
Yeah, we hear ourselves. If we mute ourselves, it's because we're drinking our coffee and we don't want to hear gurgling sounds. That's what that's about.
Should be working from now. For now, but I hope my echo is probably back, I'm sure.
Stella, do you hear us now?
Yeah, they will be able to in a couple seconds. The delay. Keep talk, you guys.
So
Yep.
I've got something weird that happened to me today.
Stella
It's
will
kind-
let us know if Jim is heard. Can you hear Jim? What did Jim just say?
Yes. So I went on a road trip and returned home this evening. And as soon as I got home, I kind of did a walk around to check out the house. And there was a red-tailed hawk on my back porch just chilling. And this is a wild animal, like some real wildlife. And poor guy had an injured leg. So he didn't look like he was doing super hot. We gave him some water and put him in a box with straw in it, and he went to sleep. So we also got a mouse, got a little pinky mouse. Tried to feed it to him, but
Yeah, you shared that photo with us on our Telegram group.
yeah, it's kind of crazy. Hopefully he makes it. We're gonna take him to the vet tomorrow. But yeah, it's sad when animals get hurt.
Yeah, Lindsay Sharma was sending some love to the poor baby.
Man, it's
Yeah.
rough, dude. Can't even
Beautiful.
imagine. It just breaks my heart.
Right, and I was saying you could feed him some serpents or some worms, and I shared an image from a book by Pierre Sabak. There's been a lot of talk about jinn, these fireless, what is it?
Smokeless.
Yeah,
Smokeless fire.
flame of the jinn, And I was trying to explain to some people what does that mean in the language. And I shared a graph, a little excerpt from the appendix to The Murder of Reality. It's this beautiful book here from Pierre Sabak. And I've said to many people, I said, if you want to understand disclosure and everything that you have questions about, the jinn, the angels, the seraphim, it's The Murder of Reality.
Word. S90 is saying figuring out the numbers from 1918 flu were most certainly not. Let's see. Certainly, absolutely not at all fudged to convince people to do things in the present.
Certainly, absolutely not fudged at all.
Not at all. And this just goes right back to like the whole blast. Awesome. Thank you, Stella. Okay, so it looks like I got things working properly finally. All right, awesome. Now, as we were speaking, what was it, last night or 2 nights ago, Jim? With the UFO thing and how it's like a straight distraction basically about oh, now he's saying I do have that go back. Okay, this is driving me insane, you guys. I can't deal with it. Yeah.
Yeah, you were live on YouTube 2 evenings ago, 48 hours ago, and there was an echo in your video then.
Yeah.
But not on the guests.
Yeah, it sounded weird again. God dang it.
So if we're having that issue tonight, well, that's part of the spooky atmosphere, and we will work it out as we continue to share some spooky information from you.
I wonder if it's gone now.
If
I hope it's gone.
Video, let's play that Twitter video. Get right into it.
Okay.
They want to hear some really spooky audio.
Oh, this is very spooky.
Yeah, let's get that up.
Put on a new pair of Depends because you're gonna soil yourself.
All right, let me know if that goes back, guys.
That's not a threat. That's just my prediction.
One more check. Please, I hope it's gone. I think it's gone.
1, 2, 3.
Here it says.
S90 says wait. So we shall see. I'm cured. Awesome. I figured it out. Awesome. Okay, I got it.
Okay, the show begins.
Show goes on. Okay, now here we go.
Right now. Okay, we're live. Okay.
I know what to do. Now I sound like an alien. Don't, Stella, stop. For real.
Let's be real polite in chat and be really clear because we're getting really self-conscious right now.
Yeah, dude. Better, so I don't have the echo. Just let me know, so I know. Okay, thank you.
Perfect.
Good looking S90. I love you.
Now
all right, and I've been meaning to do this anyway, but I'm gonna
12:43 a.m. in Central Time Zone. It's after midnight, and we are live on the line.
Blue wrench for S90 because he's deserved one for a while. Okay, let's do this. Here we go.
Are you saying S90 is a tool?
Don't, Alan.
We're utilizing him. We're in his mind.
He's not a tool. He's a genius. I didn't. Well, that's just too ass kissing. My bad, S90.
I was reading from The Murder of Reality.
I tried to get Brisson on tonight. He was maybe going to do it because of the Blackrock talk, but we shall see. All right, let's find this. Let's get it up.
Genius is in the book.
Okay. No. Here comes the clip. It's dude, you guys. And for those,
there really is no context for this.
No, there's zero context for this. For people listening to the audio only, to the podcast version, just this is some of the spookiest stuff I've ever heard. Okay, so I have to make sure that this sharing.
So imagine you're in your house and you're just reading a Stephen King novel, and then all of a sudden, a sound, a disembodied voice. Is it a jinn? Is it a demon? Was something summoned by your neighbor?
Okay, here we
We're
go.
Let's play this thing.
I gotta make sure that the sharing sound. Sorry. Okay, here we go. All right. Nope, wrong screen. Dude, why is this happening to me? Okay, here we go. I'm awful.
I think we're still traumatized from when we heard it earlier.
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
You're
Here we
really
go.
shook. We're so shook right now.
All right. Here we go. If you guys can see this, let's make it full screen. Oh, this is so messed up.
This is not the UFO alien invasion that we want. These are not peaceful space brothers. This is a threat. This is an enforced alien quarantine.
Where the fuck? Really? Where is the fucking... Sorry, guys.
This poor
Why is this
woman looks
not...
like she's straight out
This
of the
is crazy.
X-Files. Are you able to play it? It still says it's recording on Zoom. S90 is a human search engine. He's a genius. There are good uses for tools, and there are bad uses for tools. And the tool that they're using to play disembodied voice into a person's private residence is really creepy. It's really spooky. And if you don't have a context of understanding the technologies, we're waiting to hear this thing. Barski's playing.
For some reason, it's saying it's paused. I feel like a total moron here.
Can you play it directly from the Twitter timeline?
What's wild is that I can't even find the... Okay, I'm just going to do it this way.
There are so many ways to play.
All right, here we go. Let's just do this.
Someone get Barski an iced coffee.
What happened to...
Bites.
my brain.
We've had such a heat wave that we've just been fried. Like there's a golden eye in the sky, and our lawns that used to be green are crispy.
Okay, somebody else, if you guys want to share it, that'd be awesome. Because I know you guys can, so don't play me.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull that up. How many words per minute do you think I can type on this?
And when you go to share, make sure that it has a... Make sure that it has the... Man, this is stupid. Make sure that it has... When you go to share screen, make sure that you select the Brave browser with... Or whatever browser you're using for the Twitter, and then make sure the share sound...
And it threatened us.
Do you hear it from me?
Yeah, but I need the screen.
Okay, so I'll have to share my screen. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Here it is. Are we seeing my screen?
Okay, here we go. Hold on. Pause it. Leave it. Wait, bro. Just go back. Just share it again. Do what you just did.
Yep. Do you see it?
No.
Full screen.
No. You didn't. Share it again, bro. It's not.
Okay. When I go full screen, it did not take the video. If I play
It went
direct-
full screen on my screen, but this is getting stupid and people are gonna leave. Don't leave, guys. Whatever.
Let me just play like this because we want the audio.
Well, we
Can
want.
you hear it?
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
It sounded like it was coming out of every orifice of the house. And it threatened us to remain silent about them. And so I'm going to play this recording of what it sounded like to me when I was a young girl. And here's what it says, so you can read along. Hopefully you guys can see in the back.
No, it's cutting out. Just stop it real quick. I have it right here. You guys, I'm going to play it right now. All right, here's what it is. It's from the UFO Lachlan UFO MegaCon. Here it is.
It sounded like it was coming out of every orifice of the house.
Alan, turn yours off.
And it threatened us to remain silent about them. And so I'm going to play this recording of what it sounded like to me when I was a young girl. And here's what it says, so you can read along. Hopefully you guys can see in the back.
We have allowed you to remain. We have interfered with your lives very little. Do not cause us to take action which you will regret. Your friends will be instructed to remain silent concerning us.
It was terrifying. It was terrifying.
So, what you just heard was some incredibly spooky stuff that Eric Awakening Man just so happened to film. I don't know who the speaker was actually that was presenting that, but my goodness, yeah, dude. It's literally, how can I put this? It's it's disembodied voice picked up from multiple microphones in this woman's house. She doesn't know if they're actually ghosts or ghosts, whatever. She doesn't know if, but we're assuming this is, since it's at UFO MegaCon, that it's quite possibly some sort of ET, if you will, presence. And specifically the words that were spoken there, just for a little bit of clarity here, I'll get them for you.
Terrifying words.
Absolutely terrifying. So here we go. The words are: attention, we have allowed you to remain. We have... Really? It's going to do that now. Okay. Attention, we have allowed you to remain. We have interfered with your lives very little. Do not cause us to take action which you will regret. Your friends will be instructed to remain silent concerning us. That's it.
That's a threat if ever I heard one.
Exactly.
Not only are we talking to you in your home, but everyone you know we are talking to as well. And you are all advised to remain silent. You cannot tell anybody that we have spoken to you. If you do, they will think you are insane and they will commit you to the asylum. So do not say anything. Do not tell anybody. We have allowed you to remain. We have interfered with your lives very little. Do not cause us to take action which you will regret.
Yeah, it's really, 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 really creepy. I've never heard any disembodied voices.
There was a super bright light outside of her home. All of her windows were lit up with super bright lights.
Precisely.
And this was happening multiple times until she finally was able to record the audio.
Yeah. So.
And she shares that on stage at UFO MegaCon in Laughlin. That just happened this week.
Yeah, this was just from, let's see. It's on my
Straight up.
Twitter. It's on it's actually, I'll retweet it right now. Just so
At Awakening Man on June
No,
12th.
I'm retweeting it right now so everybody can have it. Here's the
This is the original source where we found it. Because Eric was.
I'm waiting for Eric to come on. Eric's supposed to have come on the show a bunch of times, but he's always globetrotting or not globetrotting, but Bigfoot trotting, I should say. Okay, so I just tweeted that out. So at Record High, if you guys want to see the actual footage before it's probably scrubbed, because I mean it is entirely spooky, and it's from yesterday, or I think it's from last night's
From a live
presentation.
talk. I don't know.
Last
I
night's
don't know if anyone's given permission to release this or if it's copyright or anything.
doesn't matter.
It's been leaked and we've shared it.
Whatever.
It's terrifying. What do you guys think about it in the chat?
Yeah, let us know. Also, what's up, Jessica, Colorado? Good to see you. We don't know where she lives, and yeah, calling some exorcists and physicists and personal bodyguards for real. Okay, so we're gonna get into some of the Blackrock stuff this evening, and some of the craziness going on at the G7 summit.
We might have dropped some Black Rocks. Listen to that low bass boosted disembodied voice.
Word. So
Sitting here now.
So with Blackrock, basically, I don't know if you guys are familiar, but our everybody's friend Larry Fink, he's a piece of human scum. He's the CEO of Blackrock. He's basically been all about, if anybody wants to get in the background of Blackrock, if you don't know who they are, they're basically the largest financial, right? They're like the largest financial whatever. Let me get this.
Well, you got that Buffett guy, right?
No. This is next level. Hold on. It is actually.
So,
Bigger than
I'm familiar
Buffett?
with some Black Rocks, but they are
Blackrock?
Black Wolf.
Yeah,
Based
but
on-
there's a lot of it's connected. And Brisson was gonna come on. Shout out to John.
We're talking $9 trillion from this firm.
Yeah. So
I think
this
it's Mossad related.
say it
To be
again.
honest, I think it's Mossad related. To be honest,
It could. Yeah, it is. I think you're right. Yeah. So check it out. So
What is Black Rock? What is Dome of the Rock? What is Kaaba?
well, there you go. I mean,
What is Saturn?
yeah,
All of this.
the cube, the lead. We can get all kinds of esoteric, but
Alex
check it
Rivera
out.
was posting about his Black Rock cube dream
check
on Twitter. as
check
well.
this. Well, we'll talk about dreams in a couple of minutes here. So let's see. We've got. Okay, so BlackRock Inc. has become the first global asset manager licensed to start a wholly owned onshore mutual fund business in China as the government opens up the country's $3.5 trillion mutual fund industry. How fun, huh, guys? Yeah, no joke. BlackRock, the world's biggest asset manager, on Friday, just yesterday or whatever, said the China Securities Regulatory Commission had given its Chinese fund management unit approval to begin operations. China had scrapped foreign ownership caps in its mutual fund and securities sectors on April 1st, 2020 under a Sino-U.S. trade deal. Quote, "We are honored to be in a position in which we can support more Chinese investors across financial markets." Yeah, brilliant. BlackRock Chief CEO Larry Fink said in a statement Friday. This is a very short thing, so I'll be brief here. Several global asset managers, including Neuberger Berman, Schroders PLC, and Fidelity International, have also applied to set up wholly owned mutual fund businesses in China, but some others have balked at entering a market congested with roughly 150 players. In March, U.S. money manager Vanguard Group dropped plans to obtain a mutual fund license in China, citing, quote, a crowded market. Still, China's mutual fund market is largely a triple to 60 trillion yuan. That would be $8.75 trillion in U.S. currency in a decade, forecast Shanghai-based fund consultancy ZBEN advisors. It now comes down to these global groups, blah, blah, blah. So basically the point is they're going to be the first American-owned company or
I
base.
know how we solve this problem.
Yeah. Well,
One
what's your
mutual
take?
fund per family in China.
There you go. And now they're actually, by the way, speaking of Zing, and speaking of that, they're actually trying to make babies over there again, guys.
Well, I was doing my homework and I was thinking, well, Blackrock, isn't that a PMC, a private military company?
That's Blackwater. That's Eric Prince's
Okay, so
punk ass.
Blackwater.
Yeah.
But
That's what I was thinking too.
BlackRock Inc.
There's connections.
does own.
S90.
They do own a PMC. A PMC is Farmerica Corp that they own a lot of stock in.
S90 says, what's fun about BlackRock is that it's a more quote old order / CNP aligned company, which is that's why I wanted to address this, because Blackwater is actually, Eric Prince, Betsy DeVos's, brother, everybody's favorite, the mercenary group. Everybody loves I love me some Blackwater. Let's get them Mercs over. But anyway, they're basically a right wing group, CNP, just like he said, aligned company, and then the leftist communist atheist side. So it's they're more of a right side than they are. So they're more on the Bannon side of it.
A year ago, do you remember what happened a year ago when people were posting black squares on their social media?
I don't want to even get into that right now, bro. Yeah.
Well, here's how it connects though, because when you have an attack,
did you say you hate
on a fax machine, and you send people black construction paper, you scan it in, and it uses all their ink in their toner. You black them out.
What are you trying to say? You're racist? Is that what
I'm trying to say that when I'm searching for BlackRock and PMC, and I was confusing it with Blackwater.
Okay, get you.
And I find BlackRock Inc. ownership in PMC, which is Farmerica Corporation, which is a pharmaceutical company. So I'm saying that all of these terms are confused in search engines. It's like when you look for the Bureau of Land Management information and you get a bunch of black cubes on social media for a different movement.
Yes.
They've blacked out your social media feed. They've flooded it with dark water or black water, or these word games that are being played, and you can't have a conversation about any of this because people are absolutely confused. What are you talking about? What's a PMC? Do you own a stock in a PMC? Is that a military thing? Is that a pharmaceutical thing? You have to define all of your terms before you can even have a conversation, because nobody knows what we're talking about.
Right. Let's S90's shedding tons of light here. So basically he said it's the biggest. So it really shows who still controls the reins, even if the new order leftist types are pushing hard. And Black Cube is the company that Harvey Weinstein hired to stalk that actor. Stalk my girl Rose McGowan. Love her. She's retweeted me multiple times, by the way, guys. Sorry, I gotta call that when I can.
There's another guy named Dave McGowan who wrote a Moondoggy book.
Yeah, I just finished Weird Scenes Inside the Canyon last night, actually. Rest in peace, Dave McGowan. Seriously, he died of lung cancer in 2015. But so all three of them are right side players. Yeah, exactly. And let's see.
There's been a number of deaths that have happened around Memorial Day that have been really frightening, like Rosa Core, I just learned.
I have no idea who that is. Anybody in the
Rosa
chat?
Core, she's been on the Freeman show. And Freeman just uploaded a new blog. Or new
episode, but it wasn't coming
Rosa
into my
Core.
RSS feed for some reason. But
yeah, and I think that's maybe a replay, because Rosa Core was doing a lot of research into all of these topics and has recently been confirmed as passing over to the other side.
Really? Can anybody else confirm?
Rosa Core, Koire.
Let's see. So, S9SM, the name of the agent who registers many of the fake corporations in Delaware, uses the name, quote, a registered agent. That's pretty brilliant. Yeah, Rosa Core died of lung cancer, I'm assuming. BlackRock. Look who's here, Gregory. BlackRock is loading up on hard assets, preparing for crash coming, plus they are at war with another devil named Citadel that left them the bag holders. Yeah, lung cancer. Yeah,
financial war happening.
Greg, come on. Or S90, I'll send you a link too, bud. Let's talk. Come on in. You guys game? Anybody? John
Hey, if we get
Johnny
more
Br-
voices,
Johnny
come on.
Boy John Boy wasn't able to make it this evening, so okay. But real quick, I've got a couple other things on Blackrock because they're just so popular right now and in the news.
Are you looking at the January 21, 2020 article, or BlackRock CEO says U.S. must roll out something aggressively?
Let me get to. Okay,
That's
so
the article?
the vaccine thing that they're pushing, obviously, which is ridiculous. That's a really short article.
Rhymes with fax machine, right?
Dude, I don't even care. We could no, let's self-censor a little bit here, but we can deal with that on the other end, in the audio only. It's all good, S90. I feel you on that. Greg has
We're reading news headlines and we feel like we have to self-censor ourselves. It's like, this is Reuters news articles. We're just reading headlines.
right, and also don't worry about it, bud. We'll get you on soon. You and John. But yeah, I caught myself self-censoring with Billy Ray Valentine on Infinite Fringe last week, and he was like, "You can say it, man." I was like, "Okay." It's like, "This ain't YouTube. This is Aftermath." I was like, "Shout out." But let's see. Let's get that up. I was gonna send
That Harry Potter character, you don't say his name.
Yeah.
Voldemort.
He who shall not be named.
Voldemort. Okay, so let's get on that.
There's a lot of names we have to name tonight
This is
because
true.
they're in the news. They're in the news. There was a G7, I think, event.
Yeah, that's the G. That's where
new
all
Apple
this is from, the
computer?
G7. So this is what's gonna come down the pike. This is what's happening, y'all. Like,
I had a G3, I had a G4, and then I was like, oh, okay. Apple computers, what's going on? G7, that's not an Apple computer.
it sounds like
Where was the G7 event?
yeah, they do have us trained, absolutely. Greg, here you go.
There's that image on Twitter of a G7 event with Boris.
Karloff?
No. The guy from over the pond there, the tea drinker.
Boris Johnson, that scum,
Oh, yeah,
that
that
twunt.
guy. And the guy who likes ice cream from America. He likes to get ice cream from berets, from green, no, not green berets. No, girls who wear red berets, I think.
Mr. Greg, please check your email real quick.
So what's the deal with Biden buying ice cream
I have no idea. I didn't check any of that out.
Memorial Day weekend?
I didn't check any of that out, actually.
There's some synchronistic connections there.
Well, if you got them lined up, knock them down. But
oh, okay. So there's a movie called Stella Does Tricks that was released in, I want to say, like 1997, and it was made available on the Internet Archive. All of the information about the production of that film was uploaded to Internet Archives, and some secret sunlight was shown on this movie, which we had forgotten about, but became relevant as it seemed to mirror the events of Memorial Day weekend 2020, which happened to be around Garland's Day, which some of you may be familiar with, happening on the end of May. In Castleton, there's an event called Garland's Day, in which a man wears a garland bell-shaped helmet bodysuit thing, and he rides a horse and he goes through town, and it's quite the ritual. And you know how rituals go. They seem to affect consensus reality, and other events seem to sympathize and synchronize with that event. Every single year, it's like if we have Halloween every year on the same day, the egregore of that holiday becomes more significant. Other countries around the world that did not celebrate Halloween, for example, or Christmas, for example, they become global events. So you can imagine other holidays, holy days, or religious festivals that were specific to a country and a culture and a people group that all of a sudden spread out to be globally recognized and maybe appear on your calendar that you get from your automobile mechanic who gives it to you for free, or your bank when they give you a free paper calendar if you ask for it. You hang it on their wall and there's advertisements on it. But the standard holidays that appear on some of those calendars in America often are Christian holidays. But more and more you see a lot of Islamic holidays and Jewish holidays and like greeting card company holidays that aren't real holidays. But now with this Garland's Day, it seems to be expanding because there was a singer named Jeff Buckley who on Garland's Day in Memphis, Tennessee, swam the siren. That's Christopher Nolan's Siren Saga. He's begun to explain that.
Right.
And that was in 2017. Now it's 2021. 4 years later. The ripples, it's like the butterfly effect. People have realized that that appearance on a podcast, The Higher Side Chats with Greg Carlwood, has influenced our culture to such a degree that more and more people are aware of Garland's Day and Elizabeth Fraser and Jeff Buckley and Tim Buckley. And here's another odd thing. There's a guy with a name that sounds a lot like Buckley. His name's Beckley, and he also died.
Timothy Green Beckley, yeah, the ufologist. He was great too, man. He was very kitschy. Man, he was great. And it's really...
Isn't it odd how his name sounds exactly like a musician who drowned on Garland's Day?
And he died on Garland. Did he die that same day?
They both died on Garland's Day?
Within a day or two. So depending on the time zone, it's so close. It's like a ripple, like a mirrored effect.
Yeah, there's a ripple there for sure. It's undeniable.
The synchromistic aspect of, well, what happened? How do you explain that? It's like the name is so similar and they die under similar circumstances within 48 hours of each other. That is so close, so on the nose. You have to ask yourself, what is going on?
For sure.
That is weird. I experienced a weird egregore this weekend. I went to a high school graduation, and it was in a big. It was in a
auditorium
stadium. Auditorium. Well, it was in the Ford Center in Idaho, in Boise. It was like a big basketball.
Oh, it's an arena.
Concert arena or whatever. And I went and sat down and I was like watching stuff and like I kept thinking in my mind, it's all downhill from here.
Whoa.
It's all downhill from here.
Wait, can I pause? Can I pause? That gym was the first time I dropped acid. Okay, when I was like 19 years old.
Oh wow.
No joke. And I had no idea what to expect. My friends were just like, just wait. And I was with like 10, 15 people. It was pretty crazy. But anyway, it's all downhill from here is my mantra for anytime I do drop acid.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
I was hearing that in my head and I was like, no, it's not. Like I kept thinking it and like almost saying it. I was like, no, it's not, because I don't believe that, but it felt like it was palpable.
Right.
And it felt like the words, it's all downhill from here, were in the air. Like it was in so many people's heads that I could hear it. And then even I heard people saying it like, ha ha ha, like joking, like around me. Like it was the weirdest thing.
But Jim,
I don't think that, but that's like what egregore is for high school graduations, I think.
Get this. And it resonated so hard that it was just reverberating throughout everybody's psyche. Yeah, it just was like a current. Yeah. It started a current. Yeah, but get this. I don't look at that as a negative because I never had a bad trip when all downhill from. If you think about it, it's all downhill. It's coasting. We're good. Like that's some half full, glass half full. I mean, it's all in the way we look at these things. So high
school can be rough.
Yeah. So think about that. It's coast from here, right?
When you graduate
from high school,
and they call your name and you walk up
coast
stage. You're not a supermodel. You don't know how to walk. You don't practice that. And what if you trip?
Only
They're all
you
gonna
worry
laugh
about
at
shit
you.
like that, Alan. So don't worry about it, bro. Your heels, you know, you don't want to.
I don't want them to see my ruby red slippers.
That's right. Or your promise ring, dude. Calm down.
There's no place like homeschool. There's no place like homeschool.
Man, nowadays, yeah, right. But that's wild that was just reverberating throughout. Apparently, psyche. Well, I'm not gonna.
We were talking about that on the Interverse chat when I talked to Chance for an interview.
Yeah, how'd that
Friday
go?
afternoon. It went really well.
Good.
And we were talking about graduations and initiations and the song Pomp and Circumstance.
Pomp and Circumstance, yeah.
Yep, the graduation song.
Yeah, the Queen song.
Yeah, that was brought up. And then I was like, well, there's a graduation song by Vitamin C that plays Pocket Bells, Canon, and D major. And it's just such an emotionally charged piece of music. And you associate it with a sort of transition phase between one phase.
Isn't that isn't that right?
Yeah. And it's like that music has just been charged with an egregoric energy that when you hear it, you immediately think of a specific time in your life when you're graduating from school. And at that point, the world is just your oyster, but yet that clam is shut tight and you try and pry it open. And that's what American pie is all about. You just got to get your slice of it. How do you get a taste?
I have to quote young Gregory. The only way to graduate is close anal swab style. Where, Greg, I emailed you the link, by the way, just to come. We just need a few of your quips, Path of Zame, you know, whatever you can lend. You know, I understand. Just turn your compressor up, and you know, the baby won't wake. The baby's wifey and child. But yeah,
Our child. Who had a child?
What?
Did you hear about this Lilibet?
I did, but I didn't. I don't have anything on it. I don't.
Harry Merkel had a baby.
Yeah, that's what I hear. And the middle name is actually all right. It's in your email. It's there. I love you.
Whoa.
I made a social media faux pas.
What? Who did?
It was really embarrassing. I copy and pasted the complete name of the child of Prince Harry and Meghan Merkel, and I use hashtag say her name. And I was thinking
that's amazing. Actually,
I was thinking like the never-ending story where Bastian is in the attic of the school and he has to say my name, Bastian. You know the book and then the movie. And you're like
thinking Beyonce, but that's okay.
Say my name. Well, Beyonce has that "Say my name, say my name" song. Yeah.
This is jam.
So I used the hashtag.
Cut him off, Sam.
I
just kidding. Sorry.
And I got cut off by all these people on Twitter who were attacking me, saying it's very inappropriate. And the hashtag police were sounding their sirens and attacking me and saying it was very inappropriate. And I was like,
see tears.
I was like, well, it's not inappropriate because we have to say our name because we don't know that Lilibet is safe.
We don't.
So
Santa Barbara Hospital in California. Is this child safe? Is this child having needles poked and prodded in? And
I bet
this
you.
child
get him,
safe?
Jim. Shut him up.
I bet you.
There you go. Keep talking, Jim.
Queen Elizabeth is gonna die in the next 3 days, and this baby will be a vessel for her.
Yeah, we know where you're going there.
I mean, whenever like a royal dies, there's a baby born like right.
We did have a royal die at 99 years old.
Alan, I'm gonna mute the shit out of you. Go ahead, Jim.
Like, didn't that happen when what's her name? Barbara Bush died, and there was a baby that was born like 3 days before. Was it 3 days after?
Was it a Bush baby too?
A Bush baby, yes, of course. Yeah, I think like
I'm going to share Bush baby photos on Twitter now.
Being John Malkovich style, it's the vessel. Yes. The vessel for the old lizard people Perhaps. It's just pure speculation, but it's one of my theories. Like you'll probably see it in the next couple of days, 2 or 3 days. We'll have a royal funeral.
Ooh, celebrity death pool. Let's rip. It's funny because Michael Deacon called me right when we were like the intro music was playing. I was like, "Hey, do you want to come on?" And he's a celebrity death pool maniac.
A solar and solar anal eclipse on Wednesday. How do you say that word?
Annular. It was last week.
Annular, like once a year.
Yeah, it was last week.
Once a year, the sun and the moon say, "Earth, open up wide. We want to check out what's inside."
Yeah, man, we want that flaming ring.
Man, I was awake for that, and I was like, you know.
Did you see it? You're a little.
I walked.
You're not further north, but we're almost in the same. We're almost in the same parallel. You're about what, like?
Similar.
Really close, yeah. You stay lighter. We get dark at 8.
Right around the Lake Superior, a little further south.
Yeah, I mean, no, you're right in the middle. You're by Eau Claire, so like.
Yeah, I was looking for the sun to rise in the east, and it was a little to the north, and I was trying to see it above the tree line. So I was out there.
And by the way, I do mean to cut you off real quick because Jessica Colorado says Harry isn't really related, and that's true. He's the bastard child of the tennis friend.
What is Harry's birthday, and is he a moonchild? And if he's the moonchild and he has a child named Lilibet, what do you call the child of a moonchild? Is it a grand moonchild?
It's a good question. I don't have to call.
That's what I was asking the sun when I stood sky-clad before it out in the forest, looking at the snake-shaped river to the east. And I don't recommend people just stare at the sun. I don't recommend it.
I do, but that's okay.
But after sunrise, bare butt naked, staring at the sun,
balls
like
out,
a total goober. I wanted to be enlightened. I wanted my entire body to be enlightened. And I stared directly into the sun as it rose above the tree line. And I knew that the moon was covering the sun. And as I stared into the sun, like I'm staring into the camera right now, it was like I was staring into an eyeball. There was a portal through the sun. I compared it to like if you have...
So wait, pause. Did you really have that decent of a view? Did you take photo at least? Come on, man.
I was trying to take photos, but I put the camera down because I needed to see it with my own eyes. But I wasn't wearing any glasses. I didn't have binoculars. I used my naked eyes.
I know, but I'm just saying, like,
body to stare at the sun as it came
black
above.
Sun?
Yeah, it was.
Were you looking at the black sun crossing?
It was like 2 dimensions. It was like, you know that Portal game on Steam?
Oh, that game is awful. Yeah, it's like the Half-Life mod. Yeah.
Right, but you know what I'm saying? How you can shoot a portal at the wall, and you can shoot another portal and you can go through it.
Yeah, it's horrible.
And then there's that shimmer, that sort of electrical energy around it. What I saw, it was like a yin yang sort of. There was a black and there was a white, and it was circling around this sphere, and it looked like an iris of an eye, but it looked like there was 2 dimensions to it as a physical. I carried a black obsidian mirror. And I was going to hold it over my shoulder. Like, I don't have a pinhole camera. I'm not prepared to look at the sun. I don't know if I have the proper equipment.
You just don't look directly. You're straight. Trust me. You're okay. Don't worry about that.
I looked directly into the sun. I saw the sun. The moon was in front of it.
Right.
And it looked like a 2-dimensional object. But in the middle of it, it looked like it was a portal. It looked like the opposite of a wormhole.
Right.
Or like, a black hole.
I know.
Like an anus. Like, you know.
Yeah, like a puckered,
black hole.
Say what?
How do you know it was the moon?
Because it was an annular eclipse where it eclipses it perfectly, and then the ring of fires around it.
But I mean,
NASA
do you know it
told
was
me
the
on their
moon?
website. NASA told me on their website
Oh, yeah.
where to look and when to look, and I believe them wholeheartedly. So with that
Man,
knowledge,
NASA never lies. I don't know.
and I'm telling you, when I stared directly into it, there was like a two-dimensionality. It was like a coin in the sky, but through it was like all of the light was emerging through it, like the opposite of a black hole that sucks all the light in. This thing was dispensing all of the solar light.
So was it light on the inside or was it dark
solar
on the
winds
inside?
were blasting through it.
Can you hear Jim or no? Oh.
I hear Jim,
Okay.
and he's asking me.
Ask him.
Was it like a black in the middle and then light around it, or was it light in the middle with black around it?
It was like 50% black. So it was like this gray color. It was like the combination of black, the combination of white coming together at this eclipse, and straight through it was like this, like a Stargate, like they describe a
Being
Stargate.
in another dimension.
Correct is what that's absolutely it, Jim. Absolutely.
It's a black hole sun. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah. There you go. R.I.P. Chris.
I wonder if we flew a craft into it, if we could get to another dimension.
See, that'd be good, because I don't believe that the sun is actually,
Did you see any crafts?
I didn't look. I should have gone out and looked for it. I think it was cloudier down here that morning, but man, I'm
No,
salty
I
because
didn't
if you were able to see it, then that means I could have seen it.
Well, it's such a strange situation. I'd never seen anything like it. And like I said, I was trying to fall asleep. I couldn't sleep. I had already said to myself, if I don't see this event, not a big deal. I'm not going to beat myself up over it.
Don't
If I sleep, I sleep. But I could not sleep.
Yeah, no, because it's chaos
was
during
awake.
that time. You never, ever, 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 when there's an annular eclipse like that, okay, you never, ever are supposed. I mean, this is just kind of common pagan sense, if you will, to never. Yeah, 3,000 miles. That feels about right. There's no way it's 60.
My intuition was telling me, you know what?
You never make major decisions either around those times either. That's
I
one of
didn't
the
make any
rules.
decisions. My only decisions were, do I go to garage sales this weekend or not? That was the biggest decision I had to make. And I did. And I got a free houseplant. So I'd say
A free hustler?
Houseplant.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought you said, but I was hoping it was Hustler free, Hustler magazine or something. R.I.P.
No,
Larry Flint.
Usually people charge the big prices.
Rest in
for
power.
those. Yeah.
The new Playboys aren't bad though. When they first came out, when they weren't nude anymore, remember when they relaunched and they weren't.
The last time I saw Playboy was with David Hasselhoff's daughter.
Oh, I don't.
She had to be the first plus size model, and I said, you know what?
That sounds gross, but
like an A plus model, like they're giving them grades now, like assigning them visual.
When was that? Because that must have been a long time ago. Because now they're just, I don't really care what they do, but at least the girls are
It was in German. It was the German edition.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Germans love Hasselhoff.
Yeah, they do.
They love the blonde Hasselhoff daughter.
Well, I don't know if she's a smoke show or not. I haven't really seen her, but when they relaunched Playboy, in 2016, 2017 again, with no nudes, that was really, really good stuff.
I don't know if she's a smoke show. Maybe she's an airbrush show.
Fair enough. I'll give you that one. Ha. 2 ha's. No. Okay. So let's cover a few other things really quick.
The moon covering the sun.
Exactly. I'm thinking that I'll pull those links up in a second, but the whole, Jim and I talked about it a little bit the other night, but the UFO thing, it's just really obnoxious right now. There's nothing going to come out that we already don't know. Chris Mellon's a piece of, I just don't trust that dude, and he's part robot or something. But I'm gonna say this, like, isn't it super convenient that like they try to throw the bone because, you know, oh, the conspiracy. All right, so I'll start with this. We were pretty much, and this isn't even braggadocio. Anybody that's in this chat, anybody that listens to this, that's listened to the show, and you know, you guys know what's up, and we all know that there's a there when it comes to, you know, UFOs, UAPs, whatever you want to call them, right? There's a there, whether we like it or not, whether it's from outer space and that stupid narrative that they push for years and years, and then, you know, you got the aviary fools out pushing that nonsense, and then, you know, the TTSA garbage. Sucks Peter Levenda's involved in that. I'll give it to him. Let him do it. But anyway, because I respect that guy a lot. I respect his research. His politics are another thing, though. But besides that, basically, it's hilarious that they're pivoting so hard to this and going full on in the wake of all the revelations about the viruses and all that nonsense, the COVIDians, the branch COVIDians, and
Covidiot?
yeah, the COVIDiots.
What was the R word you used?
The R word?
Revelation.
Did I use revelation? Sorry.
You said revelation, disclosure, the act of disclosure.
Yeah, the revelation.
Revelation.
Well, they're
the
basically
of that which is secret or not fully understood.
There you go. But see, the thing is like, the funny thing about it is that it feels like they're really trying. Okay, so we've got our diehard UFO people, right? Like UFO Twitter, blah blah blah, like UFO Joe. I'll name names because I don't really care. Like Jimmy Church, Lou Elizondo. Like, I love Jimmy Church. He's a good dude, but I don't love him. But he's an alright guy. We got. There's they're enthusiasts. Like, I used to be one of them. I used to consider myself, you know, and I still have good pals that are, you know, that's their jam, dude. And more power to them.
UFO fanatics.
Yeah, dude.
Enthusiasts.
Which
They
is
love
great.
this thing.
Yeah, and I get it, man. It's just that it feels like with the recent revelations, aliens are retards from the future. That's a fact, right?
Yeah.
Again, your email. Check that. Yeah, what's kind of just been upsetting me, not upsetting me, but just like sticking in my craw, grinding my gears, has
Like
been
an upset stomach, your tummy kind of
it's just
wants to vomit from some of this.
no, not necessarily, not yet at least, because that disembodied voice was pretty rad, and I'll take more of that all day. But yeah, I think it's just like it's lazy on their behalf, like that the media is embracing this so hard, and then also the fact that yeah, like the robot Chris Mellon, and we're supposed to trust these career bureaucratic, you know, scum. Like, they're scum. Okay, like I have zero respect for most of these cats. Actually, all of them. Like Jacques Vallée is pretty alright, but whatever. But
you sent me that Larry Fink article, and I read it, and it said Larry Fink's letter has landed. Now he's pushing out the goalposts on climate action, asking companies to disclose a plan for how their business model will be compatible with a net zero economy.
Well, that's impossible. Net zero.
connection.
We'll go to that in a second, but check it out.
Disclose
I know
again.
disclose, but that's
Disclose everything.
yeah, but not with UFO shit. So check it out. So I haven't heard many people talking about this, and especially in our community, that it's basically a pivot from, oh yeah, by the way, all these COVID revelations, that yeah, it's the CDC dropped the regulation, or dropped the mandates. All the states are only going, like, the emergency orders have expired, except I believe for California, which expires on the 15th, from what I understand. Anybody else that has different information, let me know. Greg, you might know, because you're right next door. But yeah, the 15th is supposed to expire, and we're on the honor system, right? With if you know, I've been vaccinated, so I don't wear a mask, right? Personally, that's just me, though, right?
Did you vaccinate yourself at home?
Look, My personal medical information is my personal medical information.
I'm sorry,
But-
HIPAA violation.
Yeah, dude, I don't need to sue you, do I? Yeah. So like, I'm all about I'm all about this vaccination program, dude. It's sweet, Anyway, so yeah. So, this honor system thing, what upsets me though the most is like, I go into the grocery store, and on the on the sign, at the entryway, it's like masks encouraged, not required. Masks encouraged for those that are unvaccinated. But basically, but then it says those vaccinated that aren't required to wear a mask or social distance. So, I walk in, as I read that though, I go, man, I'm vaccinated and I don't have to worry about wearing a mask, right? But what about these other people? I'm worried about like, what if they're spreading COVIDs everywhere? Like, I mean, come on, and that could affect me. Or wait, no, it can't because I'm vaccinated. Right?
When Cupid shoots an arrow at you and you fall in love with something, maybe you go to eharmony.com and you want to know if the love of your life that God has created for you,
Plenty of fish,
has received the new Moderna, or what's the other company? OkCupid.com has an option to sort by vaccinated individuals. So you can date vaccinated individuals, which means if you're not vaccinated,
Tinder,
you
too.
don't show up in searches. You're not going to find.
No, they'll show up in searches, but
man.
No, you'll show up in searches, but you just will have you'll have a scarlet letter.
You won't be prioritized in searches.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Tinder's adopted
you're not gonna
it.
get a free donut.
I haven't logged into Tinder for a while, but I have my moments.
There are incentives and disincentives. Behavior modification.
Yeah, that's true. So, but anyway, back real quick, tying it back to the UFO thing. I think it's really freaking lazy, honestly, because it's like it is a soft spot for a lot of us, like in this fringe community, if you will, or truth, whatever the hell. It is a soft spot. It's a sweet spot for us. Like, it's really easy to it really is easy to
it's a religion for us,
for many, unfortunately,
with many different beliefs.
Yeah, it's true.
What are they? What do you believe?
Dr. Stephen Greer, man, that dude's a real champ.
It's the breakaway civilization from the past returning.
Demi Lovato.
With Demi Lovato.
It's moon Nazis, you guys.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it's all about Lord, Lorde, and her solar power. Did you see her creep shot that she leaked to her website a few days ago?
Creep shot?
Like an upskirt shot. This is obscene.
Hot. I'm into it. I left my papers at home too, Jess.
People were using their CSI investigative skills to determine whether or not any fabric was between her.
Do share.
Well, she linked it to her website. Just go to her official website. And a few days later, Midsummer-inspired music video drops. And you can see the song.
Midsommar?
Just like Midsummer. Like Midsummer.
That was a solid movie, by the way.
That was terrifying.
Yeah, and the rad thing about it is, the guy who plays the main character, or whatever, it plays Jack Parsons in Strange Angel. He does a fantastic job in Strange Angel. That show is so underrated, and please, somebody pick it up for a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh season.
Rewatching that show at my house.
It's so good, dude.
What if Thomas Sheridan was hired to be a writer to make sure that the show is as best quality possible?
Well, the show was based on Sex and Rockets.
It's a good book.
It is. It's a great book. It's fantastic.
I wonder
Who wrote Sex and Rockets?
I wonder if Jeff Bezos wrote that book or read that book.
Pretty sure it was.
Probably sold it on
It's
Amazon.
a Pharaoh House. It's a Pharaoh House book, and I'm pretty sure it was Was it Go Rightly, Adam? And someone can check if someone knows off the top of their head. I should know, but I can't remember.
This is connecting back to John Carter. I don't know if that's his real name
It
because
is.
there's John Carter of Mars. We talked
Yeah.
about that with Elon Musk. So you have a man named John Carter writing a book called Sex and Rockets, The Occult World of Jack Parsons.
Who else wrote it?
Published in 1999.
Yeah. Who else? There's 2 writers.
Sounds like a pseudonym to me.
It is.
Hmm.
It's probably Parfrey. Adam Parfrey.
Robert Anton Wilson was also included.
That's it. Robert Anton Wilson was involved.
Can you believe it? Robert Anton Wilson. I think
Yeah.
he wrote the introduction to this book, Cosmic Trigger.
Yep. Don't get caught in Chapel Perilous, guys. And that's where the UFO people are caught right now. Chapel
And
freaking
that's
Perilous.
the intention you set. But sometimes the intention is set for you when you graduate and are initiated into a space brother UFO cult of doom when you hear disembodied voices in your home warning you not to tell anybody
Then there's
and to
that.
stay in your home.
Then there is that. By the way, I'm excited, guys. We're gonna have another band member soon.
Oh, very interesting.
Yeah, I'll just leave it at that for now.
Curiouser. Who might it be?
Is it the Queen Elizabeth? If
Could be. Could be.
Who do you think the godparents are of Lilibet?
Isn't that the middle name, Lilibet?
Say her name. Her full name.
say her name.
I don't know her full name.
Say her name.
Brianna fucking Taylor, man. Calm down. All
I
right.
think it was Darnella Fraser. Do you remember Darnella Fraser, the Pulitzer Prize journalist who happened to be on the right place at the right time on the right side of the street holding a cell phone camera as someone was struggling to breathe about a year ago?
Fortuitous.
Oh, Fraser? Yeah. Jorge
the
Floyd.
Pulitzer Prize winner.
Jorge Floyd.
How fortuitous.
Can you imagine the honor bestowed upon this citizen journalist at the right place at the right time with a charged cell phone, a smartphone, and a camera aimed?
Hey,
the
man,
right
it could have
direction?
happened. You're around. You're in the hood though. You're up in that area, so.
But people were really upset when a year later in 2021, just a few days ago, they decided that they were going to clean up that section of town and remove the street closure to open the street up again.
Yeah, that sucks, man. Business as usual? Never.
Man, that's the new normal. We want to go back to the old normal where a year ago we were having parades in the street of Minneapolis and military police, the United States National Guardsmen in their Humvees and their tanks were going down the streets of Minneapolis with paintball guns shooting at people on their porch, saying, "Get in your house."
Hey, real quick, Alan, we talking Lord,
Oh, that
like
was fun.
Madonna's daughter, Lord, or the artist?
Lord Madonna's daughter, Lorde. I think she's from New Zealand.
Okay, so the singer. And no,
The
she's
singer?
she's from
UK?
yeah, the UK.
Her website is a New Zealand website address.
Okay. Well, I'm searching.
Same thing.
Yeah, right. Right. Oh, it's Lorde.
If you want to see the creep shot, it's still available
I'm
at
on it.
Lord,
I'm on it. I know.
LORD.co.nz. And it looks like it says Solar
Temple? Wait.
PER. I was tweeting up a storm and I think I was getting myself in trouble because people were asking me, am I okay? I was getting private messages from people saying, schizo, take your meds.
Yeah.
It's just a simple font, man. It's a design choice. It's okay if someone wants to use a fish angle, like a 360 degree, like a fish angle
Yeah, fish
camera
eye.
on a
Fish
selfie
eye.
stick
Yeah.
to get low to the ground and take a creep shot of your favorite pop star.
I'm about to peep the weaponry right now, and then I will share it.
Enhance.
Okay. Hello.
It's pretty
Solari
pretty-
forever. Solar forever.
Mhm.
Yeah. Solar temple. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a great
I
photo.
gotta see it.
I'm into it, guys. This is pretty all right, if you ask me. Okay. So I want to make this bigger. will be sharing. Don't you worry.
The suspense is killing me.
Oh, let me accept these cookies. Leah, I'll accept these cookies. All right. Okay. Here you go.
Excuse me.
Okay. Where is it? There. Okay, let me get it out of the way. Wham. Okay. That's pretty all right, right?
Well, she's not a dude, it looks like.
That's a bikini. That's a thong, but that's a great thong. I have no issues with this. Anybody in the chat have an issue with this? Because if you do,
Well, she was on a subway and someone took a photo in that same pose and position that might be considered obscene. And
well, you're
a
offended,
crime.
Alan. That's okay. That's okay.
I'm saying if someone else took it without her
Like,
permission,
that's okay. No,
they would be
clearly
considered
that's the
abuse.
cover of
People
her
post
record
that
there,
image.
brother.
They post those images on private subreddits.
Oh well,
Look at her
That's a
her hand signal that she's making.
ooh, what's up? What you make of that, Alan?
Well, there was a fan on Twitter.
No, I want to
who
know
was
what you
tweeting
make
this.
of it real quick, and then you can tell us about the fan on Twitter.
Shocker.
I love it. It is the shocker, which that
I
needs to be an
was
emoji.
I was so upset by this because I was listening to Michael W. Smith
Dude, no.
and his
I will
song
mute. I'm gonna mute you.
Signs. It's not the movie. It's not the M. Night Shyamalan song. It's the Signs by Michael W. Smith, and he says,
I will mute you. Say it one more time. Any more Christian?
all of the signs, open your eyes. I closed my eyes when I saw this amateur pornography
This is beautiful.
from
This is
Lord
art.
on her website.
This is beautiful artwork. Beautiful
Blink
artwork.
3
Get me
times
out of there. What am I
before
doing?
Looks like 3/4 of a swastika to me.
Wait, can I do this?
Some fan on Twitter decided to start a little meme saying that Starbucks was going to offer free coffee to people who streamed the Lord song. So they were connecting the Starbucks siren to Lord on the beach. She's like a siren singing on the beach. And she has this drink or something, some concoction passed to her on the beach, and her eyes are just.
Oh lordy.
You got to watch the music video to see all of the Midsommar connections. And I don't know, is it ayahuasca on the beach? Is it ayahuasca?
Is it ayahuasca?
Is she like Yoko Ono on the beach? I don't
I
know.
don't know, but I'm getting about ready to jump off a cliff.
For real.
Just like Midsommar.
Take the edge off, man. Take the edge off. Blink 182 has an album called Take Off Your Pants and Jacket.
Okay.
That was released, 20 years ago today on this day?
What?
Do you remember that album, Take Off Your Pants
No.
and Your Dinner Jacket, gentlemen?
No, because
I've never listened to a Blink 182 song my whole life.
There was social pressure. There was peer pressure
Alan?
for me to become familiar.
Stop talking about Blink 182. Thanks.
Just do Blink 182, turn around and start walking toward God, and He will walk alongside you on the beach. And when your
Okay.
burden gets too heavy, there will be one set of footprints.
He's muted. So, yeah. Yep. You're on timeout. Okay. Not just for the Blink 182 either. But pretty much. You really, yeah. We'll give you a couple minutes here. Jim, how's that food? You should crunch into the microphone actually, because that would be.
Am I still crunching?
No, you should. I'm saying.
Delicious apples here. They are pink ladies.
Oh, those are the best.
They're the best.
They are.
Been cutting them and slicing them.
Slicing and dicing, baby.
Occasionally dipping them in caramel or caramel, depending on how you like to slice it.
Good night, Jess. Emily Earp, that would make an epic thumbnail. It would, and I think I'm gonna have to make that happen. Yeah, Jesus would meet you. Okay. Let's see how much time we have left for you. We got about 24, 25. How many minutes? What do you think? One more minute? No, let's do 10.
You can bring him back.
Yeah, we'll bring it back. All right, I gotta ask done. Okay. Oh, it's like that, huh? Y'all are leaving me high and dry. Okay, that's fine. I'll do this by myself. I do remember that album, and I was lying. But anyway, Blink-182's awful. They're terrible, and Tom DeLonge's even more terrible for.
Well, Barski, do you have recommendations for people to listen to some music? Maybe a summer playlist or something? Maybe they can add it to their Spotify or something.
I do. If someone wants to follow me on Spotify.
And in the meantime, I'd like to talk to you about Mount Carmel. It's the holy mountain in Egyptian records. It's a high place.
Well,
Mount Carmel.
I'm very aware of Mount Carmel, and I don't say caramel because that is just not how it's pronounced. But Mount Carmel.
Carmel. It reminds me of Carman. I like Carmen. He's an Italian man who makes great music.
No, he doesn't, but that's okay.
Sometimes
I know who
you
Carmen
think
is, but
he talks.
there aren't enough. Well, that's okay, shouting at clouds. I feel you on that. You can, when Jim gets back, if you want to ask him for some goats or his. See, the shaman hat is a little bit played out, but he's not outdoors, so why would he need to be wearing
The shaman hat.
his Raiden
right?
hat?
That was the guy who on January 6th decided he wanted to sit in a different seat.
He was just a tool, actually, just a douchebag. That's all. I don't really care.
Twitter was saying that there's evidence of Alex Jones colluding with former President Rump, our apprentice of the United States of America.
He was behind. He was. Yeah, I watched that all day with Mark from Housatonic. I watched that feed and with Brisson and everybody, and that was fun. That was
what's strange?
Great messed up day.
After January 6th, on my driveway was a newspaper, the Star Tribune. They sent me a newspaper so that I would know what actually happened. In every news story from that second week in January, in that Sunday paper edition of the Star Tribune, told me exactly what I needed to know and what I needed to believe about the insurrection at the Capitol and how historic it was.
Sure. And yeah, well, I did a whole show on that one, Psyopnalia. So if anyone wants to go back and check it out, it's pretty great. And yes, the goats are too big to be indoors now. But yeah, S90, you know what's up. We watched that all day, that whole damn thing on January 6th, and that was too funny. Like, you were in there, right? With Mark from Housatonic and Brisson and all of us. That was a mess. That was quite comical, though.
You know who wears the best hat? It's a tiara. It's the Pope.
The black or white one? Well, I suppose the black one is the white one, no.
It's the Pope that wears the tiara. And in the tiara, you can deposit your Dogecoin, and you will be blessed by Elon Musk.
You mean Leon Scum? Sorry, I just like to make anagrams out of Elon Musk's.
Leon Scum.
Leon Scum.
The muskrat. The guy from Papal.
I prefer
who has
Leon.
Papal authority to be the Doge father. The Godfather, wasn't he an Italian mafia guy? Was he working with the Bank of the Vatican?
That's a good question.
Interesting connections here.
No, the Vatican reset thing or whatever is some Rothschilds or Diane, I believe it is. I could be wrong. Rothschild and
Diana Roth.
Hey. Let's do it. Diana Rothschild.
It's a rough one.
That is a rough one. Your laugh though, it's contagion. So let's see, what are we on for right now, guys? We're on our 25 minutes. We've been live. Okay, so let's see.
Do we have loose ends to tie up?
Yeah, let's tie up a few loose ends. Yeah, melons suck for sure. Okay. What was it?
Well,
There's a
Lord with that Solar Power album. She was releasing this thing on 6/9, right? She leaks it on 69, the 6/9
smoke show, man. She
So
is
there was
on
a lot of-
point,
there was
dude.
a
With the
lot of
shocker,
spills.
with the shocker, dude. I love.
So was that album called Solar Power?
Yeah, man.
There's a
So
song
why is-
called Solar Power.
No, the record's called Solar Power. I hope.
The song, the record, everything is
Beautiful.
solar power. It's female solar power.
Oh, I'm into it, man.
Light,
That's an version. It doesn't make sense to me. You know,
Why? The poontang.
soul is a masculine energy.
Yeah, but hey, let's just.
Sun is a man. You know.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And
Not
well,
the
our
daughter.
Lord and Savior might be born with a womb. She might be a person with a womb.
This
And
is
if that
true.
offends you,
man, I still have the album
go to
cover
Twitter.
right here on in my browser, so it's beautiful. And I
a
will.
lot of seed was spilt on the 69, on the June 6th, or yeah, the 6 and 9, June 9th.
Which would have been
the
Wednesday.
69.
Maybe Lord is a dude, like on South Park.
No, Lord
Maybe
is
she's a crab.
all
Maybe
woman
she-
right here,
Do
baby.
you think she has? Do you think if you zoom in, you might see crabs
See,
if you get close enough? A 6/9 crabs, Cancer sign.
I like
Son.
that. That's good. That's actually good. I like that. I like how you just weave that in there. I don't think is she from New Zealand? I don't know. Just Kiwi. Where was I gonna go? Oh yeah. Did anybody the Sons of Sam documentary, whatever? I know we were gonna talk about that a while ago, but we're not gonna get too deep into it. But Maury Terry, man, that dude rules, and I'm really happy that Oh, and by the way, the album Solar Power is pretty good, but the album Solar Power is pretty good, but the album called Yoga Class is even better. Word, Shouting at Clouds, word. I don't know anything about that, but I will take a yoga class with that's not even funny or clever, so I'll just stop that right there.
I thought I was clever when I made this free NFT combining the Pope tiara, the hat. I flip it upside down
Ooh.
like it's an offering plate, and you can deposit your Dogecoin into your PayPal account.
I like that.
PayPal
I get it. Like, you don't have to
Pope.
explain it. We get it, but check it out. You need to leave.
Founded the Institute for the Works of Religion, the IOR, the Vatican Bank in 1942. Origins go back to 1887, pontificate of Pope Leo XIII. In 1990, Pope St. John Paul II approved IOR's statutes in order to better adapt the Vatican Bank to the needs of the times. What's the
That book
connection
is
to Vatican and Pulp Fiction? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's pulpy.
It's like Pope Fiction. It's like you believe that the Pope can bless your finances, and the Bitcoin 2021 conference and El Salvador, the Savior, has adapted to the times by adopting Bitcoin as a legal tender. And that was
Tenderoni?
announced. You can buy pepperoni. You
No,
can
no, no,
buy
no, no, no. You got
coffee
that tenderoni,
with
baby.
Bitcoin in El
That
Salvador.
tenderoni.
What's that? I don't know what that is. It sounds filthy. It sounds like pornography.
It's not. Ask Vanilla Ice. What's Vanilla Ice's real name again? I can't remember. Shit. It's gonna drive me mad, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, shout out to Maury Terry, R.I.P. Rest in power, man. I need to grab The Ultimate Evil. I wonder since that documentary has been out, if they've republished The Ultimate Evil yet, because it was still going for like ridiculous amounts of money on Amazon, everywhere pretty much. If anybody knows, let me know in the chat. I do know what you mean. S90. Let's. So S90 saying, I almost guarantee the sexual energy from all the porn on the internet goes somewhere. Where Jim is saying it goes to break down the fabric of society. It is a strong current. But let's see. Jim says absolutely the timing of the whole internet thing coinciding with all the degeneracy and male weakness. I would say it's mostly Christian males, but that's cool. Like evangelicals that are addicted to it. Because you know it's a freaking big deal. It really is.
Well, it takes that energy away from. I mean, if a dude's watching porn all day long, then all that sexual energy that he would be using to
beat somebody up. Dude, find a mate. Come on, let's be realistic. He's gonna fail, though. You gotta
without all the porn, there wasn't like men's go their own way or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
I mean,
save your seed, plant it in a garden, grow some beets.
I mean, come on, though, dude. We were all younger at one point. Like, dude, let's be realistic.
Yeah, but the amount of energy that you would, I mean, it's a motivating thing, you know. If you're not, yeah.
Okay, so
you have the motivation to do stuff a lot more if you're, you know, that sexual energy. It really.
Well, but okay, let's say this though. The sexual energy though, when you get all that sexual energy out, when you have a mate to get it out with, right? What's your take on that then? What is it synergized and you're able? Like, I kind of look at it a little bit like that, but at the same time, you know, like, well, what if? Well, no, I'm not gonna say what if, but
you have an
like
unlimited tap
line together,
right?
And your yin and your yang combine into one flesh.
Yeah, but hold on.
You're inseparable.
What Jim was saying though a second ago, Alan, was go on with that. With the
you have an unlimited tap on the internet, so like,
but
you can turn it on all the time,
right,
all day long, and stay there all day long. It's not like,
but
and you know, a husband and wife or whatever, they don't copulate all day long,
right? But men have refractory periods, and you really can't, dude. Think about that. Like, how many times, like, all right, dudes, let's just be vulgar and gross right now. So anybody that doesn't want to hear this, here we go. Yeah. So like, the most times in one day, every dude goes through that period. Like when we're younger, like, oh, one time this many times, you know, jerked off this many. Yeah.
Charged, plugged in.
How many times did you in one day?
Always charged up.
So check it out.
There's a guy he's got like a bunch of lawsuits going on. He's suing like I don't know, Twitch, all these things, because I think Twitch he's suing because there's too many good-looking women pseudo pornographic streamers, and the guy has like OCD among other impulse control issues, and he masturbates all day long and he can't help it, and you know, to the point of rawness and necrotic tissues, and yeah, it's the lawsuit's pretty funny.
But
I mean,
what? Okay, so S90 in the chat. Yeah. Well, let's just go here. All right, shouting at clouds. If you don't want me to read this, I'm sorry. Okay, so we'll start here. S90 says, yeah, that's what I mean. It's being harvested and it weakens their enemies. It's perfect. Shouting at clouds. Yes, I've been quitting porn.
Michael Jones gets into him with that.
I've been quitting porn by keeping my hands busy by learning how to knit. So far, I've made 3 sweaters and pot holders. S90, whether it's like just chemical / physical or has a spiritual component, either way, it's a drain that didn't exist before. And I agree with that. But then he goes on to say that shit drains zinc levels, which is bad for immune system. And that's just that base level. Well, I'm going to stop there real quick. Pause. True. Let's press pause. I'll be open about this and just be like, the first couple years of my marriage were insane. Like, I couldn't masturbate that much if I wanted to, like literally. So like it was and it was reciprocal. So it was just insane and amazing, and I'm still spoiled to this day from it. That being said, that I was never healthier physically than at that time. Obviously, creativity was peak. Let's see. There's just so many things. Granted, I was in my early 20s when that was going down, but it really doesn't matter.
Well, you had that chemical process going on in your mind that is associated with love.
Yeah, I was absolutely, totally in love too, and it was mutual. So it is what it is. But I mean, and I'm not kidding. Every single
a lot of energy.
Every single day, I'm not even exaggerating, and take me to task and even ask her. Every single day, at least 2 to 3 times a day. I'm not kidding.
It's the oxytocin.
For a minimum of, let's see, a minimum of a year and 10 months, 2 years, a year and 10 months to 2 years. No joke. That is, I'm deadly serious. I know it sounds wild and silly, but that's just what it was. Yeah. And it was beautiful and great, obviously. Who wouldn't love that? I mean, and you know what I'm saying? Like, and no one's running out of energy here.
Is there hope for the incel? When on June 9th, there was a YouTuber who decided that she was ready to become a content producer on a fan site for friends.
Like
only
OnlyFans?
her friends.
OnlyFans?
Only her friends were allowed to subscribe to her.
That's kind of rad.
Sent her $25, and she's this blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl named Corinna. And on the 9th, she started her OnlyFans account. Also, Lord released that creep shot.
So who's Corinna?
So there's a 6-9 energy.
Obviously, I'm into it.
Yeah. So there's more stories about women releasing photos, getting attention from
that's hot.
Everybody
as they should
on the internet.
Because beauty is beauty. I'm sorry,
making bank while men are spanking bank.
Hey, that ain't my bone, to pick or whatever. But like seriously,
you guys are pun.
Yeah. Thanks, Dad.
How many kittens were killed this week?
Ooh, slaying that tang.
I almost got free kittens at a garage sale, but I said no.
Well,
no.
Hopefully they have pet insurance.
What is that?
For all those smashed pussies.
Wear your mask 3 triplicate before you do any heavy petting with any women you might meet on OkCupid that are guaranteed vaccination.
Conservatively.
That soundboard. Is there a sounding board?
Is there?
Genetically modified salmon head to U.S. dinner plate.
The semen banks.
Right here.
They're legalizing animal-human cloning. They just did it.
No joke. I see advertisements on every website.
Nobody's going to make you have a vaccine passport. Nobody's going to make you have a job. That's preposterous. But now it's here. Oh, and they said there's new variants. Sorry, the old shots didn't work. You got to take more. And the deaths are mounting and mounting and mounting.
Conservatively. Conservatively.
I can't help
Will
it.
an unjabbed
Blame Midnight
man
Mike for that.
paid more at the spank bank for his sperm donations? Will there be a premium on unjabbed men? How much is your sperm worth to you, folks?
Wait, didn't S90? What'd you say? Anyway, blame Midnight Mike for that. By the way, he'll be hanging out this week too. That'll be fun. That's gonna be fun.
What are you guys doing for the summer solstice?
I'm going to be dancing naked at a bonfire
Will the queen bee be alive?
I will.
Say her name. Say her name.
When no one is
Darnella
around
Fraser.
you.
Darnella Fraser.
Shit.
Elizabeth, I hope your parents are
Just called.
having a baby shower. Making a baby in the shower. I don't know. Having a good time. Harry Merkel
Making babies in showers.
in California.
It's overrated.
Slippery when wet.
I'm
Extra
kind of
slippery.
into like, you know, well, I'm not going to say it because it's foul. Way too foul even for me to say.
If you use the handicap stall, you can use the handrails to hold on to so you don't slip and fall.
That's
Doing
cool.
what precisely? What do you
Hygiene.
Getting clean, getting dirty.
hygiening?
Hygienic practices.
Hygienics. Okay.
Yeah, Lindsay Sharma was talking to us about public bathing rituals when people walk up to you and they start washing your back and you're like, oh,
Wait, I kind of
touch-
like that. Right.
naturalism, nudism.
Oh, nudism, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a spot that's hard to reach.
Some people are so excited by seeing a woman's shoulder blades that if we could all just cover up, we probably wouldn't have to worry about skin cancer and the sun and the harmful effects of gazing directly into the sun after the sunrise.
Or gazing directly into Lucy for, or, you know, before the sunrise, or Nocti for.
Yeah.
Choose
Can
your
we see
choose your
Venus?
poison.
Can we see Venus in the sky?
Not yet. Well, probably in about an hour here, be able to see.
Yeah.
Be able to see good old Lucy first sun of the morning. Okay. So we got anything else tonight, guys? Want to wrap
Bring
it
up
up?
the star maps.
Y'all want to wrap that up, B? Wrap it up, B. Wrap that shit
And let's
up.
plan a big sunshine event for midsummer.
Yeah, we need.
Yeah,
I wish, man, we need to have a meetup, you guys. It's too bad we're way too. Well, Alan and I could probably meet up pretty quick, but Alan, come pick me up.
Drive.
Yeah, come pick me up. And
You can pick me up.
what?
I left the goats for a while, so I'm getting them used to me being away. I think they did pretty well.
Waxing and weaning the goats off the milk.
Exactly. Well, I'm not giving them milk anymore, but I'm still bottle feeding them water every day a little bit. They're kind of weaning themselves, but they still want it for a minute. Some days the male, he won't.
Yeah,
Just,
the green man, the Tom Green man would go directly to the udder and get the milk direct. Do you think that's
right.
obscene? Do you like lactation videos, Barski?
That's obscene to me. Yes.
Very nurtural.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, no.
Milk and honey, milk and kisses.
Milk and honey is delicious, but milk, no, not into lactation there. But
Do you feel lacking?
Are you lactose intolerant? Your intolerance
I live
from
almost-
lactation videos?
I live where I live, and I consume lots of dairy products.
Can we talk about Wisconsin?
Sure. What do you want to talk about?
Can we talk about all the milk,
Can we taco?
cows, and cheese?
Can we tacos?
Tacos are good.
Can we tacos about this?
Pico de gallo, some fish tacos, some Flappy Bits, some music album covers. There's a guy named Jack Antonoff. What's his name? Jack Antonoff, who did the cover art for the Mass Seduction St. Vincent album cover.
That's my girl, Annie
and
Clark
also
rules.
took the creep shot. He's the guy who took the creep shot.
That's a great
Jack
shot.
Antonoff.
What are you talking about, dude? I love Annie.
Why
St.
did you
Vincent
name
rules.
yourself after a Blink-182 album?
Mass Seduction?
No, take off your pants and Jack Antonoff.
The new St. Vincent record's all right. The best St. Vincent record, though, hands down, is what's it called? The one with Rattlesnake on it, and I can't think of it.
St. It's appalling.
She's so offensive. And she's a homosexual at that. The record she did with David Byrne was pretty great. I love David Byrne. I love Talking Heads. But no, St. Vincent rules. Sorry, you guys suck if you don't like St. Vincent. Or you don't. If you don't like it, that's fine. But I love her. She's one of the greatest guitar players. Literally, she's a freaking maniac. She's amazing. She's probably one of the best guitar players in the world right now. Easily. She's like a robot, dude. Have you ever seen this woman play guitar live? She's better live than on the records, dude. She's a freaking robot. She's a beast. I love Annie Clark. Shout out to Annie Clark.
PJ Harvey play guitar?
Oh, I love PJ. Yeah, she plays every instrument, dude. She plays literally like 50 instruments. And by the way, if anybody has Amazon Prime, there's a documentary called Dogs of Money. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. And it's actually pretty good. It's like a 53-minute movie, film, shot by a photojournalist. I can't think of his name right now, but it's not bad. And PJ Harvey's featured, and man, she's amazing. She's so gorgeous too. At the age of like, she's over 50. She's like 52. She looks like she's like. It doesn't really matter what she looks like. She's just amazing. She's great. I love her. I love her.
We need your summer playlist so we can
it's
listen
there.
to it.
It's called Deep. It's called Deep Inside the Pinball Machine. It's public on Spotify. Follow me on Spotify, and it's there.
Deep Inside the Pinball Machine?
Yeah, and Jenny B knows what's up.
Is that a Tommy reference?
Just happened to my fucking... Wow, does the focus just go crazy?
Right
yeah,
now?
it did. Say what?
Is that a Tommy reference inside the pinball?
No. It's a
Wizard?
Heather Taddy thing. We'll leave that alone.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. PJ Harvey's for life, right, Emily? Thank you.
PJ Harvey.
For life. Polyjean, man. I would marry that woman.
Machine song.
That's a good question. Probably To Bring You My Love, or man, there's trying to well,
like
rid
that
of me. Well,
Come on, Billy.
To be honest
Did
with
you
you,
read Siren Rising by James R. Blandford, the PJ Harvey biography?
wait,
Siren Rising?
no, I need to see that though. Let's see.
I think it's a book. There's an updated edition.
I'm a huge Mark Lanigan fan. I own all of his books. His memoir is amazing. And Mark Lanigan done plenty with PJ. Okay, so let's see real quick. I'll hurry up and tell you my favorite PJ song. Because I can't think of the names of the tracks for some stupid reason right now. Yeah, To Bring You My Love, and where is it?
Down by the Water?
Nope.
Come on, Billy.
It's an alright song.
Long Snake Moan. Dunk You Under. Deep Salt Water.
Meet the Monster is really, really good. Where's
Where's
the other one? Alright, let's see.
In My Dreaming, You'll Be Drowning.
Nope. Dry is probably my...
Memphis by PJ Harvey.
Dry is one of my favorites. So, let's see. Oh, Stella is really, really great. Victory is amazing. Happy and Bleeding is pretty great too.
A Perfect Day, Elise music video.
Wait, what?
PJ Harvey's A Perfect Day, Elise music video.
I don't know. Oh, from Is This Desire? No, I don't. I'm not a huge fan of Is This Desire. Stories from the Seas, Stories from the City, Stories from the Sea is one of my favorites.
Well, she worked in the cave too.
Yeah, dude. They were together forever. Her and the cave.
The birthday party.
Um,
Bad Seeds. Do you think Nick Harvey spills his bad seeds on June?
Dude, don't
9th?
Don't stop talking about my girl like that.
Your girl is Nick Cave?
Dude, Nick Cave spilling seeds inside my woman. All right, calm down.
Talking about the bad seeds.
I love Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, by the way.
The red right hand, is that about?
No, Stagger
setting
Lee.
your
Stagger
hand
Lee
up
is
so
the
you
best Nick
can't
Cave
stop
song.
using it?
Stagger Lee. Sorry.
Your idle hand?
Stagger Lee. Yeah, see, Emily knows what's up. She's over
The
here.
Triple X Church will help you out.
Oh, get down, little Henry. That's a jam. And what else we got?
Is it a summer jam, though?
Henry Lee. Yeah, Henry Lee is great. Yeah, Stella, y'all know what's up. Thank you. Glad I got my Polly Jean support over here.
The Sirius Rising happens in July.
Yeah, July. It's usually mid to late July.
Yeah.
That'll be going down. So that'll be fun. Let's see. What would have been an epic romance? Me and Polly Jean? I know. Shit. It's still going to happen. Me or Fiona, you know. I love my girl Fifi.
Tricks. That movie, Stella Does Tricks. If you can still find a copy, there's a lot of synchro-mystic wisdom for the initiates.
With Polly Jean, you said?
No, it's with an actress who looks like a Lolita.
Yeah, they were in love with each other, that's for sure.
And there's an ice cream social.
But I'm in love harder, Stella, with Polly. And he was with Kylie Minogue, too, for a minute, I'm pretty... Yeah, he was.
Jim, who's your favorite female siren?
I gotta say, Fiona Apple's a close second, though, to Polly Jean. For me. Ever since I
used to
go ahead.
Bjork. I was a kid.
Say what?
I was a huge Bjork fan.
Ooh, same here, dude. Dude, the shit the beats Motmos made for like the earliest shit, right? Like dude. Thank you.
Yeah, or the sugar cubes.
Hell yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Man, that brings back memories, dude.
Yeah.
So vitamin C and Hoku are available for me to be my waifu.
That was over my head.
Hoku sings a song, Another Dumb Blonde, on the Legally Blonde soundtrack.
What?
Hoku was featured on the Disney Channel singing a lot of great songs.
I like Leaky Lee. I don't know.
Is she
I follow
Norwegian
Rivers,
like
man.
me?
Come on.
Is Leaky Lee Norwegian like me?
Could be, I think. Is she? People in the chat, I know y'all probably know. But I follow Rivers is a jam.
Do you like Curly? Kerli? I
have no idea.
Curly. She's done some interesting music. Curly.
I don't know who that is. Never heard of it. Emily's rocking out here. She said don't get her started on Bjork.
Curly is Estonian.
And I loved it when she punched the paparazzi to protect her son. Did Bjork do that?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, that's hot.
The airport.
That's hot. Did Tabitha Soren report on that one, or was it Kurt Loder?
I don't know. I never had MTV, unfortunately.
Sonic Music Television.
Dude,
Yeah.
Oh, the Frank Zappa, though. Did you see that? I've dropped in the chat the other day, Jim, by chance. Alan's not in the chat because he doesn't have an iPhone and it sucks. But
I did see you drop some Zappa.
okay, so like have never listened to Zappa like up until about a couple months ago. For real, I'm a weirdo. Like I don't know how I didn't.
Oh, me neither, actually.
And now it's artsy. Like I always kind of knew that it was a little bit too artsy or whatever, but not artsy. Maybe just yeah, it was super like artsy. We don't give a shit. Weird, right? Like Mothers of Invention. I looked into it. Whatever. Blah blah blah. Point is dude, he burned like a 15-minute early MTV like 1985 interview. Oh my god, it's amazing, dude. He just shoots everything down. Like, well, it's not music. This is actually just commercials for LPs. MTV, and it's actually a joke and blah blah blah. And I see my kids and he's like, well, she's like, this is so refreshing, like, can I even say that? He goes, well, you're corporate Warner something corporate. Dude, it was the most amazing interview. If anybody can go check that out, literally I will actually drop a link in the chat to view this because it's quite possibly some of the.
Post that to your Twitter so we can view that.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Lacuna Coil, the Comalize, Heaven's Alive.
Had double
Can I claim
LP.
her?
Like,
Yeah, Italian gothic metal singer.
yeah, they're
Christina
kind of.
Scabbia.
She's, yeah, I know who you're talking about there.
That Matrix style video for Heaven's Alive. But then there's a band called Kidney Thieves, and they have a song called Zero Space. They were also featured on Deus Ex 2 soundtrack. If anybody
Deus
remembers.
Ex, yeah,
the second Deus Ex game, Invisible War.
okay.
So
Okay,
yeah.
this is the interview right here, and I will post a link.
NG Resonance performing in the video game Deus Ex Invisible War. That goes back to 2000 something.
Okay, I'm gonna post the link in on Twitter, and I'll post it right here too because I can. That is the Frank Zappa amazing the MTV interview from 84, 85. And let's get this up.
Yeah, she lists her influences: Joni Mitchell, Janis Joplin, Massive Attack, Kidney Thieves, the Cocteau Twins.
There you go.
If you want a new singing siren from Estonia, Bubblegum Goth, Cyberpunk. If you can't make it to Hot Topic this summer, stay at home and listen to Bubblegum Goth. Girl, Curly from Estonia. She wrote a song for Alice Through the Looking Glass. That's probably how people knew her from a Disney movie.
All right, that's posted.
There's a Motionless in White song collaboration, Another Life, Eternally Yours. If you like Motionless in White.
Wait, what are you saying real quick, S90? You remember that's the Fed data gathering hologram that flirts with incels at thousands of locations at the same time?
Like Vocaloid, like a VTuber on YouTube.
I'm not sure.
And Residents.
I love Poppy too, by the way. I don't really care. I think she's pretty hilarious and great. And just like
Poppy collaborate with Baby Metal.
I don't know about Baby Metal. Guys, should we sign off in the chat? What do you got? Because we're just going to talk music and we don't really have much else to go on right now. Apologize for that.
No, we talked about a Fink, a Blackrock, and how that connects to things, bringing up the significance of June 9th being 6/9 on the
baby.
calendar. And if we understand what 69 means, maybe it's a Cancerian crab thing.
Yep. Plus it's in the year of blackjack.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself. If you need to go to a health clinic to see if you have any viral infections down there, downstairs.
It was, yeah, there you go.
Take a creep shot, put a mirror between your legs, and do some navel gazing.
I'll do some tang gazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
wait, is that a Pootie Tang reference?
No, not at all.
Is that a Wu Tang reference?
No, it's a Tang reference. You can
like orange drink.
Oh, like astronauts.
Yeah,
Gator
on the moon. Let's drink it.
Is that a Waterboy reference?
I will never make it Adam Sandler anything reference. By the way,
you're not into that Jewel Adam Sandler.
Oh man, Adam Sandler. I don't.
Abdullah
never liked him.
Oblongata? Is that what his mother says?
Medulla oblongata? Wait, what?
Medulla oblongata.
If you don't like Adam Sandler, then definitely don't watch his Netflix.
I was going to the. What was it? Sorry, Jim.
The Netflix movie
with Jennifer. Oh, I know the one with Jennifer Aniston. I kind of want to watch.
Cut or uncut Adam Sandler movie.
They're terrible.
They are all terrible, but I do love Jennifer Aniston for some reason. Still, plug it in.
Was
plug it in.
Friends brought back recently? I didn't see it. I never watched Friends.
Yeah, I mean, I don't watch. I thought it was corny when it was on.
Show sucks.
Yeah, that show did suck. It was like Seinfeld. And Seinfeld's great, but like Friends was terrible. And that was on right after fucking Seinfeld, right? Yeah. Thursday nights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They had it was like the Fox channel. They would play like
6:30. Yep.
they would play it like 3 times a day.
Yeah, 10:30, 6,
like
6.
5 Simpsons and 3 Friends and like a couple other shows. Like it was like it'd go like Friends, Simpsons, Friends, something
Family
else, and
Guy.
then it would go back to, Family Guy would be later.
There was a meme someone made with the Lord image of the leggy woman of, I think it's Meg from Family Guy. They took the Lord pose.
Dude,
It was Meg from Family Guy.
Gross.
It was her head and just her legs. There was a lot of memes shared about this solar power energy from this album. I don't know if any of them are good.
Like,
Will they sell as NFTs?
you know, Kesha.
Like-
Like I remember seeing a Lollapalooza. I think it was Lollapalooza 2017, like this on Red Bull TV or something like that.
Ancient history.
And I don't think it was Kesha. I think it was Tove Lo, maybe. It's pretty cute. Like I didn't know she was like. It was all right. It wasn't a bad performance.
Kesha.
But
Mhm.
Kesha, for one of my best friends, when he got out of, he sat for like a year in prison, and he got out, and he's not the prison type, but he took
White collar criminal.
no, yeah, but he took it in stride. Like he took it as like a sociological experiment. Like he's that kind of a dude. He's a genius. So he was like
Like sitting in a Christian Science reading room for a year.
he embraced it. Yeah, absolutely. It was like it was an social experiment for him. Anyway, when he got out, we were talking, and he was just like, "Man, I'm in love with Kesha, and you know she's all into UFOs, Barski." I'm like, "I don't give a shit." She's probably talking to Stephen Greer.
Do you know Salute Your Shorts? There's that donkey breath character who's a synchro mystic.
Was that Nickelodeon or something like that?
Salute Your Shorts. SOS. Summer of Sam.
Salute Your Shorts. Was that?
SOS.
Isn't that like Pete and Pete?
Pete and Pete had a siren tattoo, right? The little mermaid on his arm, and he
All
would
right.
make her dance.
Emily's saying, since I've learned about occult signaling, I love the learnt, by the way, with the T, about occult signaling. I've spotted it in the most innocent seeming TV shows. Do tell, Emily, please.
If you have an example
Yeah,
of that,
please give us an
share it
example.
with us, because we're going on and on this synchro mystic trip together, and we're talking about synchronicity and the meta story that is told across the multimedia sphere, in which we have hyper reality through the metadata tags.
Here we go.
As everything is uploaded to the internet.
Look at the chat.
and shared.
Was watching The Good Doctor and my son, and there are so many Crowley and transhumanist nuts. Really, I've never watched The Good Doctor. That's interesting.
Crowley inspires Jack Parsons, and Jack Parsons is written about by John Carter,
There you go.
the man of Mars and the rockets. And how much would you pay to ride a Blue Origin ball into space with Bezos and his brother, the Bozo brothers? That was auctioned off this week. How much would you pay?
I wonder who won the auction. And also, real quick, I wanted to mention to S90 Trailer Park Boys. Yeah, it's all right, but I'm a huge Letterkenny fan. That show's pretty freaking great, by the way. Are you anybody else a Letterkenny fan? It's a
good tug. There's a good tug.
It's a great
To
show.
watch
Pitter patter,
Letterkenny.
let's get at her.
There's a lot
Got
of
chorn to
boys
do.
on the show. Do you think Letterkenny could happen in Wisconsin?
No, it's Canadian. It's too Canadian. Have you ever seen Letterkenny?
I've seen it. There's an animated Letterkenny that's a little bit like South Park, and it's like a 2-minute shorts. Have you seen those?
I haven't seen that. No, but I've watched the first like 5 seasons of Letterkenny. It's pretty great. The soundtrack for Letterkenny is phenomenal. There's some great tracks. Like
What's the name of the girl, the sister?
oh,
of
she's
the-
a smoke show. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, she always shows up in a
I
bikini.
love her.
Like put some clothes on.
Jim, you got to watch Letterkenny.
What's her name?
What is it?
It's one of the it's really good right now. It's hilarious. Everybody, can we get a witness? It's so funny. It's on Hulu, I think. But yeah, and I'll give you the password if you want, or I'll just hook you up.
I think I have Hulu.
Okay, yeah,
actually.
you get on it immediately. You're not going to be able to stop. You and Casey ain't going to be able to stop because they do chorin, like they got to take care. Dude, it's too good. It's too good. There's so much goodness in that show. Oh my God, it's the best show. It's probably the best current show for like. It's hard to say. It's like it's not stupid woke nonsense. It's just brilliant. It's perfect. I really
Good heartland, heartwarming entertainment. Michelle Milet plays
yes.
Katie. K-A-T-Y. And she's always showing up at the best
She's so
possible
amazing.
moment with the least
Yeah.
possible clothes.
It's perfect, Jim. The show's perfect. The way it's structured. Man, you like you got to see it. You have
It's
to.
like Minnesota, Wisconsin. We border.
Yeah, but more rural.
Yeah.
And like, oh dude, oh man, the dance, the gay kids or whatever.
Makes you wanna homestead.
It does, Jim. Yeah, it's so good, man. It's so good.
Buy some land and find yourself a milkmaid.
For real.
Look at those milkers. Booba, booba, booba.
Okay. I think we ought to sign off, fellas. Wait, if unless the chat is like, yo, don't, or if you have anything else you want us to address, please let us know before we do sign off. But there's gonna be a lot going on this week. We got. I'm not gonna give away the guest yet because it is a surprise, and I cannot believe that I actually got this guest to agree to do this show.
There's more spiders web weaving this week.
Yeah, this is gonna be a wild. Well, the next 2 weeks actually.
So how do we prepare for this next interview?
It's a hangout.
How do we pepper our anus for this interview?
It's a good question.
Let it marinate so we're prepared. Throw it on the barbecue.
Well, we'd have to know who it is, I think.
Yeah.
Some potatoes.
And we don't know who it is. I know who it is, but
Not me.
yeah,
I
you
know
guys
it's-
don't know, and you don't know who it is. When I tell you who it is, you're gonna be like, "Who's that?" It's like,
Found a hidden gem.
yeah, huh?
We have a hidden gem here, and now we're finding
Yeah.
another hidden gem.
The universe will. All right, so maybe the universe will implode, and I'm okay with that. Actually, come to think of it.
Well, I stared into the homunculus, the anal birth of the homunculus, on the anal eclipse. Directly, it was like
The anal
goat
proclips,
sex,
right? Prolapse.
goats, the prolapse goats lemon party shock website. I stared directly into it, and I felt
The prolapse of
supercharged.
the sun.
My pineal gland, my glands were
So dilated, right?
dripping pearly dewdrops.
I knew it.
Dropped in the early morning
Oh man.
light of the
Y'all had a
sun.
bukkake party, huh? I knew it.
I
Pearly
was-
dewdrop bukkake.
It was a solo private show, just me
Oh man.
and a little bee that landed on my little me right on the tip, and it didn't sting. It didn't hurt. And no, my magic wand photos are not on an OnlyFriends account.
Only fans, you mean?
There are no private Tumblrs. There's no private
Private
roles.
tumblers.
Hey,
What do you?
don't cyber stalk me, please.
Okay.
If
Yeah, you
my
did.
photos show up
You stared into
under
the universe
hashtag
anus, and
Merman.
it stared back, bro, and you're burnt. It's okay.
you search for hashtag merman and you see my old photos, I have not given anybody permission to reshare those. Those are probably revenge
That's
porn,
cool.
so
That's cool.
don't support it. Don't support it.
Support it. All right, we're out of here.
We gotta go.
Yeah, let's do it. We're it's 2:39. We haven't been able to convince Greg. How's he gonna show up in the chat like a chump punk ass bitch?
Baby daddy.
Baby daddy. What a wee I imp.
So pray for Lilibet. Say her full name.
Play for Greg's Lilibet, please, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, stare at the sun, look directly at the sun. As much as you possibly can.
Water your garden.
Yeah.
Make sure those flowers grow. Savor that morning dewdrop drop. That pearly dewdrop drop.
Yep. Jim, I know you got some words.
Yeah. I dropped my phone and it already had a cracked screen, and so it's just going like crazy.
Haywire.
Push. So, yeah, it's like it did. Like when I have it open, it just like it like logs itself in if I look at it, and then it deletes apps like crazy. And then the chat was okay because like I could read the chat and then sometimes respond, but it kept like jumping around and highlighting messages, and then when you put that link in there, it like jumped off onto this like super
remote
crazy.
Into your smartphone.
I don't know. Like
maybe your smartphone gained the singularity.
And guys, let's sign off here. But I'm gonna say goodnight to the chat. S90, peace. Good seeing you, brother. Emily, have a beautiful evening. Shout Night Clouds, good to see you, brother. Sorry, I suck and I'm never in the Discord. I just can't do it often. And I'm terrible with the Telegram too. Stella, you're beautiful. You're all beautiful. We love you.
Yeah, we love you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing up and being part of the show.
For real.
Make this the best summer of Sam ever.
No doubt.
SOS.
No doubt. And we'll
We'll be back with a mystery guest.
His name's Thomas Lewis. Figure it out. Like, it's a pretty common name. Not you, Alan. Not you, Jim. Just like whatever. Thomas Lewis.
Another Thomas.
You guys do the math because I'm not giving you anything more than that.
Listen to Sheridan. Listen to the Thomas Sheridan.
Yeah, you guys check out the Thomas Sheridan interview. It's pretty freaking rad.
It's really good.
Yeah. That was fun.
Thomas Sheridan, what? Episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And guys, if you can, be sure to if you guys want to listen, it's available on Apple, Spotify, Google Play, any podcast, Castbox, whatever you use, it's everywhere.
What is
the show? The podcast, like podcast version of the show. It's all
Leaving Spiders Welcome?
Yeah, it's caught up everywhere, man. Yeah.
Holy smokes. I can't wait.
I can't wait either. Holy crap. All right. Everybody, we love you. We live inside your minds. Alex Jones. Yeah. He's coming on the show. We got him. We got him booked.
Alex Jones?
Alex Jones, baby. Alex Jones. Alex Jones and PJ Harvey and Fiona Apple. It's triple trouble. It's a dark triad. It's a dark triad though.
Apple pie.
This show's gonna get dirty.
It's gonna get real.
What does it feel like in a hot summer sun afternoon delight?
I agree. S90. I totally freaking agree. And you gotta come on. You gotta come hang out with us too. We gotta do a deep dive on some. We gotta do a deep dive on some CNP nonsense. For sure. All right, guys. Have a beautiful evening. We live inside your minds.
Love you. Good night.
You know how we do.
Bye.
The crack cocaine spider figured building webs. The crack cocaine spider figured building webs was for suckers. The captain said.
Mr. Crack Spider.
The marijuana spider
When winter
had no
came,
place to live.
the marijuana
It ended up like in the crack. It ended up cracks from the crack. As the crack
When
spider
winter
said.
came, the marijuana spider had no place to live.
They're legalizing animal-human cloning. They just did it. If you don't want to put some secret concoction from multinational corporations that's been banned in hundreds of countries in your body, and your job discriminates against your religious or your economic or just your conscientious objection, you don't trust the big pharma? Never before could they do this, but now.
The captain is out.
Love the way you're reading this.
Bill
I
Gates
love your mind.
is divorcing.
If you don't want to put some secret concoction, conservatively, human clones are legal, animal-human clones are legal. I've said that 1,000 times in the last 5 years, conservatively. I've said nobody's going to make you have a vaccine passport. Nobody's going to make you have a job. That's preposterous. But now it's here. Oh, and they said there's new variants. Sorry, the old shots didn't work. You got to take more. Genetically modified salmon head to U.S. dinner plate. If you don't want to put some secret, forced injections are legal. Forced injections are legal.
Gonna be some, I mean, kids have not shot each other in a year. Like, they're ready to go. Kids are ready to shoot each other. Their teachers, administrators, they're ready to go on like day one. That kid came in and just started firing wildly on day one. I mean, I think the teachers should start shooting the kids when they go back. Get the needle.